leading social entrepreneur sees a new opportunity, figures it out, and then they start introducing it at the local level. That upsets the existing arrangements. It undermines the idea that things don't change. It's like plowing the earth.
To identify extraordinary natural leaders who are emerging worldwide, Ashoka has built a rigorous 5-step selection process, a process that in itself helps candidates hone their organizational vision. As Lee Hamilton said, Ashoka invented, refined, and globally implemented a highly rigorous adaptation of business venture capital methods that finds and helps launch the best new social entrepreneurs and their ideas and institutions. 60% of those it selects change national policy within 5 years.
What we're looking for first, and very simply put, is this idea, together with this person, going to change the pattern in their field, education, human rights, whatever, on a roughly continental scale.
Ashoka's real power is that it is a many-faceted community. It enables these ideas and changemakers to weave together, to do far more together than they could alone. This community without borders is also building business society bridges that will have extraordinary impact. As community grows, change accelerates.
We are fighting against centuries-old problem. Hundreds of thousands of children are used as slave laborers. They were considered and treated worse than animals. I realized that somebody has to take initiative. Somebody has to speak out. Each time I went to rescue children, it was really challenging. It was hard. 2 of my colleagues were shot dead. I was attacked several times. But we have to go and keep on rescuing those children. Each time I bring a child to a mother back home, each time I feel more strong. We have freed tens of thousands of child bonded laborers in past 20 years. I'm very confident that the slavery has to go in my lifetime.
Satyarthi created the Rugmark label that identifies a rug as child labor free. Rugmark's impact on the carpet industry and beyond is global. Now, consumer products from clothing to athletic equipment have similar labels, seen as a marketing advantage.
2 critical things about Ashoka. One is that Ashoka believes that leadership drives social change. And second, that leadership has power through networks.
After the fall of communism in Poland, many people found the free market difficult. They lost their homes, their livelihood, everything. I saw a solution in creating self-help homes, communities in which people help themselves. The state sold us this derelict house for a token sum. We call it Barka, like the Ark, but it carries the unwanted, those left behind, the homeless, alcoholics, mental patients, whole families with nowhere to go. All who come are given work, in the kitchen, driving, building, on the farm. They all feel needed. We gave these people the will to live. Barka has 20 houses, 500 residents, and another 2,000 people come to us for work. My wife and I would like to export the idea of Barka across Europe, so more people can learn to help themselves.
From these beginnings, the Barka model has been adopted by the Polish government and has spread throughout Europe.
Most programs in justice are deficit-oriented. They focus on problems. We focus on strengths, strengths of families, strengths of government, and strengths of communities in which people live.
A woman came to me for a job, and I turned her away because she had a small child, and that started haunting me. I realized that these women need childcare facility to keep their job. So I started Fulki. Fulki is a Bengali word. It means spark, the spark of a new idea. My two sons gave me their first paycheck, and with that, I started First Daycare Center. The best thing about this project is the employer is allowing their workers to come and breastfeed their children 2-3 times in a day. Childcare facilities reduce the absenteeism, they can retain their skilled worker, and migration is also declined. In government sector alone, 1.2 million women are working. Since Fulki started, we are providing childcare facilities to 18 factories. My dream is that all the 2,500 garments factory will have a daycare facility.
Government offices, the banking sector, hospitals, garment manufacturers and other citizen sector organizations are following Huck's model. Nike, Reebok, Levi's and Van Heusen are helping set the standard for overseas manufacturers.
Ashoka has such a broad network, not only of entrepreneurs, but also of people who support this approach to social change, that it offers us a tremendous opportunity in terms of getting the word out and building broader support for fair trade.
In 1993, I had a dream. I saw our poor youth using computers and find solutions for their problems through the computers. People said, Rodrigo, you are crazy, because poor people have the mind of poor people and they never can use in computers. I started an organization called CDI, Committee for Democracy and Information Technology. I created the first school inside a favela in a ghetto in Rio de Janeiro. We have partnerships with companies and international foundations that give money, computers, and technical skills. We have 106 CDI schools in 17 Brazilian states. Over 50,000 poor youth learn information technology with us. Our goal is to include poor youth in the digital era. We show another way of life. They don't need crime. They find jobs and they change their behavior. CDI is my passion. Every day I realize my dream. I love my work.
Baggio developed partnerships with over 20 organizations, including Microsoft, AOL, IBM, and Unisys. His approach has been copied in 11 countries, changed 1.8 million lives, and it has been recommended by UNESCO as a model for other developing countries. Ashoka measures the entrepreneur's impact 5 years after their launch. Is the work continuing? Have other institutions copied the innovation? Have they changed national policy? As these people and their ideas succeed, they become role models, encouraging many others to care and to act. More importantly, as their innovations enter one local community after another, they break up old patterns and provide user-friendly new approaches. Nothing could be more conducive to the multiplication of local changemakers, whose successes in turn encourage more local changemakers. They change patterns that resisted change. They build enabling frameworks that support action by other citizens and entrepreneurs. Collaborating through Ashoka, these leading social entrepreneurs are creating a world where everyone will be a change maker.
is one of those incredibly rare moments in history where there is a deep, profound change going on. And our job is to serve that. What a privilege.